What's up, everybody? Happy Friday, TGIF. For those of you who are new, my name is JJ Kitchen. I run UptownGrowLab.live with my partner Tweezy. I am a medical marijuana patient in Washington State, fully authorized to grow, possess, and consume cannabis. Hey, Can Man, what's going on, my friend? And I just rolled a joint. So it's gray in Seattle this morning. First thumbs up, John Phantom. What's going on? Rock Bond, David, Tim Lewis, Jasper. How you doing, buddy? I'm still waiting for a call from Customs on those the paper packaging. I may just send the stuff out to you regular, Jess. I'll find out. Hopefully they're going to call me within the hour. Team Synergy PvP, Blue Jay, Mighty Fine from SoCal, 420 Fred, Chris Shum. Your seeds look happy? Yeah. SoCal in the house, that's mighty fine. Big Apes, what's up? Mark Vogel, Harry Dolan. You watched an old Bubble Man video last night with me in it? Oh, that's kind of cool, Harry. That was probably at Lyft, right? Smoking some Chem Dog number 4, Smoky McPot. Very nice. Cannabis 411 gives us a Gonzo. James Martin, I'm doing good. Wake and Bake from Las Vegas. Cheers, everybody. This is some zombie kush I just twisted up. And some leftover coffee from yesterday. My wife did not finish drinking the pot, so I get stuck with it. Waiting a day to start growing, Mach 1 Alex. OG Bustos from Arizona smoking on some GDP. Jasper smoking on some gelato. This is Lady D. Excuse me, my fucking allergies, man, are killing me. This pollen season is brutal. I mean, I'm sure it doesn't help that I'm putting all this smoke in my nose either. And I tore the rolling paper, so I got a little bit of a bandage on here. Morning from New Mexico. And where's my Kleenex? It's kind of mandatory that you got a box of Kleenex or a handkerchief with you at all times these days. You've got Waspers, Seismic Shock, Blue Jay, the Super Lemon Haze is sprouting from UGL, very nice. AAD Ribbit, Jazz and Kelly, what's up? Good afternoon, into Witness in New York, Brooklyn in the house, Roberto Ros, Jack Hare, and Barry White Crumble. Antonio Holmes asks, how often to fertilize and add nutrients? Well, really in veg, if you've got the good potting soil, you shouldn't have to do anything for the first 4 weeks, just add water. I know it kills people not to add something in. And, you know, I'm guilty. But I use something called Recharge, which is a lot of mycorrhizae. I use Orca, which is some microbial food. You can use a gentle grow formula. You can use Big Bud, but I don't. I use Herculean Harvest. I use teas. You can get good basic starter teas from Malibu Composts. They are sold at most nurseries or garden supply shops. You can also get Extreme, Xtreme, I think it's spelled. They've got a really good tea brew that's really, really nice. It's very, very beneficial. And they come with 1 or 2 sachets, so you can make the tea at home. It's very easy. And if you want to start out, it's a good way to start with the prepackaged tea. You can always work up to your own concoctions at a later date. Sorry about the disgusting noises, guys, but this is life. Oh. I tell you, you know, I opened my garage door and it smells a little bit. Then I open the door to the flower room and it's like, bam! Voodoo butter all over the head. Aiden Acosta, what's going on? I can hear the cities trying to cut the grass at the pond. You hear that noise? You're smoking Jack. Neutral can moderation, but will slow the process if too hot. Yeah, absolutely. You're coughing up a lung. Green Dreams. You got a day off, Randy Jackson? Very nice. And God's gift? Very nice. Yeah, the allergies do get worse as you get older, John Phantom. You had to bring that up, didn't you? That lawnmower is like right outside my window. So you know all that grass is being in the air, right? Hang on a second. Yep. You see the guy down in the... Pretty crazy, right? He's gonna have to fight with all those frogs. Well, I hope they're not grinding up the frogs. That would be bad. I'm pumping on some zombie kush. Happy Friday, Sharon Jeffers. Kind of love. You love the smell of... I love the smell of it, but it makes me fucking sneeze full jars. I can't deal with that. I think the frogs are probably safe. But my nose is starting to run now. I mean... I'm a little bit crazy, but not that crazy. Oh boy. Well, we're still uploading videos to the new site, uptowngrowlab.live. Please go check it out. Visit the videos. Oops, I hit the control on the freaking computer. We're uploading videos. We're going to cull some of them out. If you've got comments on them, please let me know. If something is too long, too short, whatever. You know, a lot of them are older. They're sort of vintage, relatively speaking. So, but check them out. Now, we're going to start uploading fresh content on May 1st. That's the plan. And hopefully we'll be able to start streaming on May 1st or thereabouts. So we'll see. We got a bunch of balls in the air at the moment. But we're pretty excited about it. And if you just hang out and hang in, we will deliver. You will be happy, I believe. Oh, yeah. Very nice. Betty. How do you know when I'm going to go live on the website? Well, we're going to try and stick to the same schedule. I think for the first month or two, we'll gradually be phasing in from YouTube over to the streaming to the website. Because it just makes sense because people know us from YouTube, right? So we can get people here and send them over to the website. But until we're really up and comfortable over there, I think we'll still be streaming over here. Dylan J in the house. Generally, good things come to those who wait, Rock Bond. I mean, we have kind of a plan, what we want to do, so... Waiting on your burger order to be delivered. Where? Oh, you're in the Netherlands. It's nighttime there, Friday night. The Frost Fairy keeps visiting your garden, Canagro? Nice. Well, I'm looking at my plants and I'm smelling at my plants and I'm like, God, I want to cut these girls, but I can't. You know, technically they got 2.5 more weeks to go. I think the flowering period has been shortened by the LEDs and the light cycle. The 10 lights on and the 14 hours off. Roberto is very cool, very old school. I'm going to be in Palm Springs on the 19th and the 20th of May. Which reminds me, I got to make my flight booking. Grow Boss's new channel got axed? You're kidding me. Wow. Well, they got a lot of stuff over on WeedTube. You know, I went back to the WeedTube site today, and it was really hard to navigate. I was trying to change my avatar. It's just really a pain in the ass. So I'm going to hold off going there for a minute. Cannabis 411, yeah, exactly. Cannabis 411 says use IG and YouTube to get traffic to the new site, which is what we're going to do. 6 on, 12 off? Oh, that's interesting, Herschel. I've never heard that. Interesting. Topsoil is way too heavy. Yeah, WeedTube is really, it's very hinky. Very hinky. Last crop, you cut the big buds off and they went to seed on me in like a week. Huh. Rastan Molden, what's going on, man? You're still trying to watch WeedTube? Well, give it a shot, man. Only 25% topsoil. I'm not really sure how you guys are running your containers. Well, Raymond Knight, you're right. I mean, that is just an opportunity waiting to be capitalized on. If some venture capitalist dude got a team together, they could buy that shit out and they could get it up to scale and they could really kill it because there's a lot of people disenfranchised from YouTube who would go there. Are there tricks to growing autos? You want to start it in the pot that you're going to finish it in. Don't transplant. Other than that, there's not a lot that I know about it. Crutch 420's on Vimeo. Both sides watching kids play games. Yeah, I know. Nectar of the God soil is awesome, but it's not that easy to, I mean, acquiring it sometimes is not that easy. And you know, if you got a small grow, if you got 8 to 15 containers, that's cool. But I just can't use that for my whole run. I mean, I just can't. It's just too expensive, prohibitive. But I do use Nectar for the Gods, Herculean Harvest. Yeah, I'm really kind of confused about the topsoil thing. I mean, you don't really, it's, use potting soil, fuck topsoil. Potting soil, worm castings, perlite. You're good to go. And don't forget the bokashi. That's really critical too. And that you can add that into the soil. You can top dress it. I've actually started adding it into the soil this last run, and the mycelium that forms on the top of the containers now is pretty crazy. Oh my God, this guy is going to kill me with cutting of the grass out there. It's got to be done though. I've used seabird guano. I use bat guano. So Jasper wants to know what's the Herschel, what's the benefit of 612 schedule? You can do all of the above, Evan Powers, with worm castings. I mean, I've been mixing it in. I had taken a break from mixing castings into my soil for a while. I don't know why. I just didn't do it. I was just pouring the soil straight into the containers. But now, you know what it is? It's probably because I'm stronger physically now, and I can actually take the time to do it without getting so exhausted, although I still do get pretty tired. But, yeah, you mix the castings in, you can layer it, you can put some on the bottom, some in the middle. You know, so when your roots get through there, they hit that layer and they're like, oh yeah, this is good. Sort of like, you know, spikes. People make nutrient spikes in their containers. The Reb talks about that a lot in his book and his articles in Skunk Magazine. Strain 102, paper scratcher in the house. Yeah, you want a well-drained soil with perlite. It doesn't, I mean, I've started adding extra perlite. Most of the organic potting soil I have has perlite in it. This guy's really obnoxious, right? I use live worms. That's another thing we put into the soil. We get red wigglers. We order them online, actually, or you can go to a bait shop and get them. I would stay away from night crawlers. The red wigglers are best. Although some people say if you get both of them, that's even better because they tunnel in different ways, so they're kind of complementary. I'm not sure if that's true or not. Seismic shock. You're not a tech guy, but is there a way to have a site that combines individual sites like your own, like an aggregator? Yeah. Well, certainly, I think there is. I know there is. I just don't know how they do it. I mean, it's kind of like YouTube, you know? Except you would get, I don't know how it would work. Do I have family in Lansing? Uh, a couple of kitchen gals. Not Lansing. I grew up in Grand Rapids and had family in outside of Detroit. Oh, I'm feeling nice and mellow with this zombie. Joe Y. Why do we dislike that? Because of noise. CannabisTV.live. Very nice. So yeah, our new site, please check it out, uptowngrowlab.live. It's under construction, but there's stuff happening there. You know, it's we're putting up new videos every day, and not new videos, but archive videos. New videos will be coming on May 1st. I've shot a ton. I've got more to shoot, and we've got some fun things coming up. You've got a bunch of roly-polies crawling around in your greenhouse. I don't know if they're bad for your plants. I'm not really sure. Roly-polies. I haven't heard that expression in forever, man. Catnip. The new site is a shit. Thanks, man. Thanks. UptownGrowLab.live. You can access it through the .net site, and you can go back to the .net site through the .live site. But May 10th is your birthday. Got some Laughing Buddha to smoke. Very nice. To make you happy. Green roly-polies won't hurt your plants. Yeah, thoughts to Michael McDermott from Vancouver, Washington. He's getting his gallbladder removed today, I believe. So positive thoughts to him. Somebody else was having something going on today. I can't remember who it was. Well, I'm experimenting with the 10 and 14. Morning dugout. Yeah, Danny V. Good luck with whatever's going on with you, my friend. I'm mad because you're smoking and not feeding her. They do that. Have I ever met Jorge Cervantes? Have I ever met Jorge Cervantes? I'm going to show you something. Hang on a second. There you go. I think I met him in Reno, Nevada. No, actually, this was in Denver about 2 years ago. So yes, I've met Jorge. He's a very sweet guy. He and my wife were speaking in foreign languages. I don't know what the heck they were saying. No doubt it was bad shit about me. Shout out to Reno. No problem, Nancy Bush. The dynamic duo. You wish Franco didn't die? A lot of people wish Franco didn't die. Franco was a very, very cool soul. He was a very cool dude. I met him a couple of times. I wasn't like friends with him or anything like that, but you know, we knew who we were, each other was. So, recognized acquaintances. You know what I mean? Wow, well, looks like I just got a notice from DHL about the package. So let's see if I can read this. The bacon just popped in your eye. Oh my God. Let's see here. The cat needs to learn that you need my human catnip to start your day. Bacon, that's human catnip. You're calling BS on the 612? I don't know. You know, unless you do it, it's hard to say if people say it works. Uh, what is needed is, oh my God. Tax ID. Holy shit. Oh God. Expiration date. All right. What? Oh my God. This is getting more and more difficult. I got to do all kinds of crazy paperwork on this bullshit. Anyways, it is what it is. Yes, hopefully we'll catch you later tonight for sure. Mr. Lawnmower returns. Yeah, he does. Now, I thought I had rolled another joint here, but it looks like I didn't. How disappointing is that? Oh, come on. I thought I had one. Maybe I did and I put it down somewhere. Could that be? I mean, I suppose it's possible. All right. Yeah, because the bag is empty. Oh, I didn't roll it. I put the thing, yeah. Contact High Times and complain. You know, it's all. I've heard all kinds of different lighting schemes, which you know they work for a lot of people. Just you know, a lot of people don't do them because they don't want. First of all, it takes time. You have to be willing to sacrifice that amount of time to run a whole uh, crop, or two, or three, or five, whatever it may be, whatever your experimental dimensions are. So let us. Pointless, even if it worked, is twice the work to do 2 cycles in one day. Well, I mean that's you could argue that. It does take a lot. Listen, you know what? If you're willing to put in the time, listen, I would never do DWC again because I think it's too much work. But you know, a guy like Loki, he's got that shit dialed in, and it's perfect for him. So who am I to say? You know what I mean, Ray? It's all good. I don't have to do what other people do. You know, but I'm trying the 10-14. I don't think I would go less than 10 hours of light. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Excuse me. But the flowers look great. The plants, I think, are definitely. I mean, they are on the road to some beauteous, beauteous bulk, and they are, like I said, they're hard. The buds are really like little rocks. I mean, that's going to change a little bit when they are cut and they start to dry, you know, but all right, this joint is getting all weird. Is the CBD 1-to-1? No, it's the phone. Hang on a second. Give me 1 second, because I do have them. I took a picture of the email. Bear with me here, Eric Morey. Okay. So let's see. THC is 0.3 to 0.8%. CBD is 11 to 20%. So yeah, they're pretty darn. I mean, they got really high ratios, right? So let's see now. There may be some other information here. The ratio of CBD to THC is 20 to 1 or 28 to 1. So you need to lay off the high sativas. Why, you getting too high? Well, the thing, Herschel, with plants outdoors, they probably may not get 12 hours of light, but you know, a lot of ultraviolet creeps through the clouds. You want to see 20% THC and 20% CBD in one strain? Well, that's a 1-to-1 ratio, right, Ray? Yeah, they still get indirect sunlight, and you know, but it's, you know, when you're doing it inside, it's all artificial. And I got to say, you know, the plants I grew outdoors last year, you know, what we talk about light leaks and that sort of shit. You know, we don't have much light pollution out here, but the moon is out. Other shit is out. I didn't get any seeds, and I had some monsters. Fortunately, nobody in the neighborhood was growing a male cannabis plant and didn't get his pollen on the wind. Well, smoking a plant with such low THC and that high CBD, will it show up in a pee test? I don't know. I'm not going to make a representation about that, Catnip. I don't really know. That's just kind of something I wouldn't say it does. All right, guys. Well, we're almost done with a half an hour, so I appreciate everybody coming and hanging out. I gotta go. I gotta deal with this DHL shit so I can get my rolling paper packaging straight. So have a great day. Stay lifted. Roll your bongs. Light your joints. Charge your vape pens. Don't forget, go to the new website, uptowngrowlab.live. If you're interested in genetics, hit me up at uptowngrowlab@gmail.com. And have a great day. Cheers, everybody.